If you are not yet a member of the Patreon, link is in the description. Please consider becoming a member, as you will have access to many videos you cannot find here on YouTube. The controversial announcement was just made that Bad Bunny will most likely be headlining the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. This has stirred up a lot of backlash from many across the country, as the masses are becoming more aware of the agenda behind these artists. Even the Trump administration has threatened the Super Bowl with an appearance from ICE if this were to take place. Bad Bunny is arguably the most influential artist in all of music today, as he has spent most of the last several years as the highest streaming artist in the world across all genres of music. With hit song after hit song, the world loves him. But usually if the world loves you, that means you're probably doing something wrong. Bad Bunny is also one of the biggest industry plants, successfully being used to push this satanic agenda, blurring the lines to confuse the masses on sexuality, religion, and even what it means to be a musician. Welcome back to another episode of Didi Got a Podcast, and of course I'm your host Didi. And if you're new to the show, please know we're thirsty to grow and to drink some of this water out of a glass. I've listened to you all who have told me it's unhealthy to drink out of plastic bottles. I may not always remember, but I remember for this video. If you want to help this show grow, please hit that like button, but don't worry, I'm gonna give you a second to do that to help us out. All right, thank you. Also, if you don't mind hitting the hype button that you can find in the comment section, I would really appreciate it. Many times over the years, especially over the last few months, we have exposed the fact that politicians and policies is a way in which this world is pushing the world towards the New World agenda. Well, musicians and music is also another facet in way in which that they use to push the world in the same direction. They are in 100% alignment, and it's not by mistake. Well, in today's video, I want to discuss arguably one of the biggest industry plants we've ever seen in all of music, Bad Bunny. So without further ado, let's get into it. Bad Bunny, whose real name is Benito Ocasio, was born March 10, 1994 in Puerto Rico. He grew up in a family with two younger brothers, a dad that was a truck driver, and a mom who was a school teacher. From a very young age, he had an infatuation with reggaeton and Latin trap music, even while he sang in the church choir. He would even begin writing his own music at the age of 14. Just a year after graduating from high school while studying at the University of Puerto Rico and bagging groceries at a supermarket, he would begin uploading songs to SoundCloud in 2013, where just 3 years later, his track Deles caught some traction. His music would eventually reach someone named DJ Leon, who signed him to his label Hear This Music. This would eventually open the doors to collaborations with other big Latin trap and reggaeton artists. But just like many other times we've discussed over the years on this channel, Bad Bunny's rise in the music industry is not organic, despite the record label or the music industry trying to convince you and the rest of the world this. Much like Sexy Red, Ice Spice, XXXTentacion, Young Thug, Glorilla, Kevin Gates, NBA Youngboy, Travis Scott, and many others, Bad Bunny's rise to fame and stardom was not the result of some hard-working, unknown artist with no connections that was randomly discovered by the music industry. Instead, his career and backstory has been carefully crafted and staged every step of the way, and we will prove that in this video. The first thing I'd like to cover is his first breakout song and its music video. As usual, we can find in this video the initiation ritual for Bad Bunny, as he is killing off his old self in the trunk of a car and going through a rebirth ritual to find his new self, as he can then be seen standing in front of two burning logs forming the letter X. X in Freemasonry and occultism has multiple different meanings that apply here. The X represents the point where opposites meet, which will be very important throughout Bad Bunny's career. It also shows that someone is marked for initiation or has been chosen, and it also means duality. This rebirth ritual is very similar to what we discussed in one of our most recent videos covering the rapper David, who is suspected of unaliving an underage girl that he was romantically involved with. We can also see the all-red suit with the white mask, similar to what we discussed with Kanye West and DaBaby. There's a reason this imagery was shown in his breakout music video. It's because it was literally his initiation. Something else you will notice is that he got both an endorsement and a feature from Drake. Just like we discussed in the Kodak Black video, all of this is strategic and inorganic collaborations. It's all Masonic connections in order to prop up the next artist. Now let's go over some of Bad Bunny's other music videos. In one of them, Bad Bunny clearly shows us that he is not only used as a puppet to control the masses, particularly the youth, where we can see a kid touching the screen of a television where Bad Bunny just randomly pops up on the screen dressed in all red, which symbolizes sacrifice, fire, and passion, but he is also seen wearing women's clothing, touching himself provocatively, and dancing in a very sensual manner. We can also see him doing the one-eye symbolism, the 666 symbolism, which is all Masonic hand signs, which he has done many times throughout his career, but we will cover that later. You can also see him chained in the middle of a dark room wearing a skirt, which to me, once again symbolizes that he is quite literally a slave to the industry, the mother goddess, and other evil forces he committed himself to as part of his record deal. There is also another music video where you can see Bad Bunny appear in a desert wearing a bandana with the white and black checkerboard pattern on it, which is Masonic once again. You can then see a half-naked woman in white, which I believe symbolically represents Lucifer or the fallen angel. Then Bad Bunny can be seen in a tree where the angel approaches him. Obviously, this is biblical as the tree represents the forbidden tree of knowledge, Adam and Eve, and Bad Bunny is communicating to the audience that he has chosen to defy God's word and seek the forbidden knowledge, or another way to look at it is he's chose to delve into the occult. Later in the video, you can see Bad Bunny appearing at a sex ritual. Also, you will notice throughout the video multiple different horses, which represent the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which is also something Beyonce has done as well. If you'd like me to cover this, if 150 people comment 4 horsemen, I will make this one of my next 10 to 15 videos on the channel. But let's continue. Bad Bunny also has a music video called Vaticano that he released on October 31st, which is also another very important date for occultists. I covered this a few years ago back when the rapper Takeoff lost his life on the same day or around the same time. This entire video is demonic and once again shows and proves that Bad Bunny was and is a creation, a puppet, a lab rabbit, if you will, being used for someone else's agenda. And I guess it's supposed to be reminiscent of Frankenstein, right? They even go as far in the music video to take a shot at those who follow Jesus Christ by portraying a false image of Jesus Christ or Yeshua and basically making the point that Christians are the problem and the judgmental ones that are the enemy. You can also once again see the one-eye symbolism in this video as well as many eyes pop up on the screen. It's also important to note that Bad Bunny has performed on stage with Masonic imagery with the all-seeing eye just as many other musicians have in the past as well. And he has countless videos of him doing the one-eye symbolism. In fact, I'd say Bad Bunny has one of the highest amounts of Masonic imagery in his photos of any artist I've ever covered on this channel before. And that says a lot. He even has a photo shoot where he literally dresses up as the Baphomet with 2 burning chairs behind him. He's wearing a skirt and even has on hooves to represent the goat hooves. Remember, the Baphomet represent part male, part female, and part goat. Not only that, but there's another producer that is an open Freemason that reposted Bad Bunny's photos and videos on his social media account, which further proves all of this is Freemasonic in nature. I mean, what more evidence could you need? Not to mention, Bad Bunny has also been seen other times in women's clothing, which blurs the line of sexuality and gender norms. He even went as far to put on fake boobs and completely presented himself as a woman or a transgender. All of this is by design. He knows, just as the record label does, that children are the largest members of his audience. He also went viral a couple of years back for kissing one of his male dancers, which is very similar to what Lil Nas X did. He even has a video on social media of him doing more one-eye symbolism and professing in this video that he is literally buying people's souls now instead of selling his own. He also worked with other artists that are Freemasonic in nature, like Daddy Yankee, and another Latin rapper who we have exposed as another Freemasonic puppet used in the industry as well. It's really important to note that Bad Bunny is no different from any other artist that was given his fame, that was given his notoriety, right? It was very inorganic, his climb to stardom and being, the highest streaming artist. It's just like all these other artists like Drake and Michael Jackson and Kodak Black, all these other people we've covered on the channel. They build you up so that they can tear you down. Just as easily as they put you in the position that you are in, they can easily take it away from you. And we've seen this time and time again, and there will be no exceptions. I don't believe Bad Bunny will be an exception, right? At some point, Bad Bunny will see his day like the rest of these other artists have. And when they're done using him, they're going to throw him to the curbside, just like the rest of these artists. Once again, the extended version of this video can be found on my Patreon, where I will delve into the meaning of Bad Bunny's name and how it directly ties to the occult. But in the meantime, hop in the comment section, give me your thoughts on the video. Did you know these things about Bad Bunny? What do you think about Bad Bunny? What do you think the Super Bowl performance will consist of? Because if you know anything about the Super Bowl, we are not allowed to use their imagery as content creators on YouTube. Otherwise, they will flag our videos. So whenever that time comes, if he chooses to perform, because I'm hearing where he's not really wanting to perform because he would much rather perform somewhere other than America. But if he chooses to perform, then I'll probably cover that on Patreon. If I cover it on YouTube, I will have to blur the images because once again, the NFL and the Super Bowl does not allow us to use their imagery. Anyways, hop in the comment section, give me your thoughts, man. Pray for everyone mentioned in this video, including myself. My name is Demetrius. I go by Didi. Until next time, peace.
Oh yeah, Didi got a podcast.